know about you, but I'm not awake in the mornings before my tall and skinny vanilla latte. I used to get my morning wake-up call from this locally owned shop across the street from my office, Giuseppe's. But Giuseppe couldn't afford to keep his door open, and a Verizon store picked up his lease. See, what happened was they opened a Starbucks on the next street over. Starbucks offered a huge variety of products, including the standard cup of joe, and Giuseppe just couldn't compete. Stubborn and a bit proud, he wasn't the sort to innovate or adapt. So now, tall and skinny vanilla latte. That's what happened to us too. Google, Amazon, eHarmony, that was a fun one. Facebook, CoreLogic. 5 years ago, you wouldn't link many of those companies to the real estate industry. But Intuit made a play too, even the Marriott hotels. Each of these companies looked at our industry and saw opportunity. They all had consumer access and knowledge, big data turned into an art, or seriously deep pockets. All three in some cases. Like Starbucks, they came ready to innovate, and they created new value propositions and new models that leveraged their strengths. Take eHarmony as an example. What I loved about working for them was the romance. Here's a company with 13.5 million clients in the business of matching couples up. And now when they made a love connection, they put their data profiling back to use to help the couple find their dream home and relocate. Not to mention offering financing with their love connection, the Bank of America.
Divorce.
But that was just one of many jobs I've held over the last few years. Worked in a lot of different business models too. That's how I kept ahead. But a lot of good agents just left. My husband Sam sells cars for Mercedes now. These days, I do most of my work in leasership, right? Consumers welcomed. Hell, they loved it when we introduced that. Much less risky. And it opened up housing as an option for them far sooner than they would have had it otherwise. Not to mention in better communities. Before that, I worked shared housing. And what I loved about that was the pure efficiency of it. How many people here have a power drill at home? And how often do you use it? I read once that after it's sold, a power drill only gets used an average of 6 times over the course of its life. People buy power tools and use them less times than they have fingers. But get a group of friends or neighbors together, each chip in $10, and now you've got a drill that gets used 10 times as much for a fraction of the cost. It's smart consumerism, and one of a lot of examples where people are choosing access over ownership. And not just little things. Just look at Zipcar. So, was anybody surprised when we started seeing upscale shared housing or shared living spaces? Why not share housing between 2 or 3 couples or even families? It's a huge cost savings. Again, there's less risk, and it gets you into those dream neighborhoods by making them affordable. I thought the incompatibility factor would kill it, but taking a page from eHarmony's book, the matches were there, just waiting to be found. My mom lived in a commune back in the 60s. That's where she met Dad. Now he's gone. The idea of the commune's been reinvented for a new century, and she's living with 3 friends in Jacksonville. She's Betty White. Maybe I'll go back to selling shared housing again sometime. Who knows? Like I said, I've had a lot of different jobs these last few years. I've got an interview with Apple's iPlace division tomorrow, early. So Giuseppe's coffee and his story will be on my mind. It's my touchstone, really. Because the secret to my success in these turbulent times, it's simple. I innovated and adapted. And if that works for you too, please don't thank me. Thank Giuseppe.